Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Rashonda King. Thank you so much for joining me today. This video is like part two to the wedding setup that I did. In part one, I set up a wedding arch, and I'm going to be sure to link that below, and I probably will insert a card. So you want to see that video first. Now this video is going to show you some of how I set up the wedding reception. Okay, and then I apologize for it being landscape in the beginning and then it being portrait, because I was like rushing and I had to and I just hurried up and did a video. But stay tuned to the end. I'm gonna share with you what went wrong. There were two major things that went wrong with this setup. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Here I am setting up the sweetheart table first. I will not complete it in this clip, but you will see how it looks at the end. And then I'm moving on to doing the draping. So I was going to edit out this clip because you can see the sash on the chair not adjusted right, because we did run out of time. I noticed like some imperfections, so I wasn't really happy with that. Okay, so the first thing that went wrong was I used real gold silverware on the sweetheart table. I go to look for the silverware and it was nowhere to be found. So then the daughter of the bride said, well, I didn't think that was real silverware and I believe I threw some away. So I actually went into the garbage can and I found one of my gold forks and one of my gold butter knives in the garbage. And I was like, oh my God. I was trying to dig through I actually literally went in the garbage to try to get this silverware out because it's very expensive. So that was the first thing that went wrong. Okay, but here is the positive thing. I found two pieces, and then the daughter of the bride, she reached out to her mom and asked her about it. And her mom said that some of the silverware ended up in her thing. So I don't know if it's all of it, but I was able to get some of the silverware back. So I haven't met with the young lady yet to try to retrieve it, but I'm hoping and I'm praying that it's all of the pieces there. Now, actually, it's three things that went wrong. So the second thing, I went to look for my napkin rings. I only did napkin rings at the head table. When I went to look for the napkin rings, I think I only found 4 and I had like 6 of them missing. And I was like, oh my God, what happened to my napkin rings? Because I've had napkin rings taken at another event. And that's why I really didn't want to use them for the guest table. I just used them for the head table, hoping that, you know, that wouldn't happen. But the positive side to that is when I got home and I began to look through my tote, I found all of my napkin rings. So that was a plus. The third thing that went wrong was, let me get my checklist. So for this event, I did create a checklist, and I don't check the things off until I make sure they're in the U-Haul or in my vehicle, if I'm using my vehicle. So I checked everything off, and then when I got to the event, I realized I had left her floral table runner. And I was like, oh my God. What happened was I loaded most of the items into the U-Haul, but then I said, wait a minute, I'm paying my daughter to help. Let her load some of the items. So she overlooked the floral runner because I had it like in a garbage bag, but I still had it labeled, but she overlooked it. So my helper had to leave and go meet my husband to get that floral runner. So like those were like the three major problems. Then it was a fourth thing where we ran out of time, and because I don't know, we probably ran out of time because I sent one of my helpers away. I sent her to meet my husband to get the floral runner. So had she been there, we went over like 20 minutes, and people were kind of waiting to get into the reception hall. And then another thing is the bride did not let them know what time the reception started. So I think that caused a lot of people to come on over. But the positive was the hall people, they kept the doors closed and didn't allow anybody in until we were completely done. But because we were rushing, there were imperfections in the decorations. So, so we did run into some problems with this event, but I was able to overcome them, and I just thank God. So please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I thank you so much for joining me today. Until I see you next time. Bye.